guys, Willie here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're reviewing the all-new 2026 Volkswagen Jetta Sport. And for those of you guys who don't know, the Jetta has been Volkswagen's compact car since 1979. The 7th generation Jetta that you see here has been with us since 2019, facelifted back in 2022, giving us updated styling, tech, and a standard 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, and facelifted again last year for 2025, which tweaked the exterior styling once again, redesigning the dashboard and giving us more standard equipment across the lineup. For 2026, the Jetta receives seatbelt pre-tensioners for the back seat, standard sunroof on the SE and up, with an 8-speaker premium audio system standard now on the SEL. And outside of the sporty GLI, the 2024 Jetta is available in 4 trim levels, all exclusively mating Volkswagen's 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder to an 8-speed automatic transmission, sending the power to the front wheels and ranging from the $24,000 base S up to the top $30,000 SEL, with the sporty and powerful GLI sitting at $33,000. But the Sport that we have here sits to the lower end of our lineup, starting at $25,305. What else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So the tweaked styling you see up front has been with us since 2025, and it looks really good. It reminds me a little bit of the pre-facelift of 2022 front styling, for the better too. I didn't really love the 2022 updates for the front styling. This 2025, in my opinion, looks a lot better with the LED daytime running lights, full LED headlamps for the high and low beam, functional airflow in each corner, and a ton of airflow for the radiator and intercooler for this 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. And I really like this white metallic paint color with these black contrasts, Volkswagen badge right up front, housing our advanced safety features, and a lot of notches in this hood, making it look a lot more Audi-esque compared to Volkswagens of the past. The wheel and tire setup, although it's just a relatively base Sport, we get these black and silver contrasted 17-inch wheels wrapped in Nexen Nenfera AU7 all-season tires. Dimensions are 205/55 R17. So the 205 wide tires with this pretty powerful 1.5-liter turbo, we'll see how it puts the power to the ground, but these 55 sidewall tires shouldn't have any issues when it comes to keeping this ride quality nice and plush. I like how Volkswagen also gives us all body color trim for the wheel well area and rocker panel side skirts, 2-tone contrasted mirrors with blind spot monitoring on the glass. We get all black trim for the window trim, Sport labeled on the B-pillar. No sunroof, it comes standard on the SE and up, black shark fin style antenna. Unfortunately, no smart access for the driver and a front passenger. Got to go to the SE and up to get that. Same with push button start, we just have the turn key. But as you'll see, outside of those two things, this thing is surprisingly loaded for a relatively base Jetta. The side profile, hopefully you guys get a good idea of it. Pretty long for the compact segment. You'll see how that helps when it comes to back seat space. The rear wheel and tire setup, same thing as up front. The only difference is a smaller brake caliper. Still all body color wheel well trim. LED taillights, also a premium touch on a relatively base Sport. Jetta badge in the center, Volkswagen right up top, and the black lip spoiler. We have the trunk lid protector and our exhaust tip in the lower left corner. Hopefully you can pick it up on camera. But speaking of the exhaust tip, let's fire up this 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine and hear how she sounds. Alright guys, that was the sound of the 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine sold by Volkswagen for the 2026 Jetta Sport. And it sounds okay, cranking out 158 horsepower, 184 pound-feet of torque. Made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission, sending the power to the front wheels. You can expect around a 7-second 0 to 60 time. That makes it a very solid performer towards the top of the class. And considering how comfortable and feature-packed this interior is for the price point, as you guys will see in 1 second, you definitely get a lot for the money. But taking a step inside, let's see what we get with probably one of the nicest vehicles for around $25,000 on the road today. Up top, we get soft touch materials. We'll turn these lights back to auto so the car's not yelling at me. We get soft touch materials up top, aluminum contrast beneath it, aluminum door handle, lock and unlock, trunk release, gushy soft armrest. We're not going to check the windows to see if they're dual pane because of the tints, but I don't believe we get dual pane windows on a sport Jetta. We get heated mirrors, four-way adjustable, and a ton of storage. Just a standard audio system, but it sounds surprisingly decent for a bass. The seats are fabric and cloth stitched with white contrast, surprisingly good bolstering and surprisingly comfortable for the back and bottom portion. They're not electric seats. You can still recline, drop, lift, and slide with latches, but taking a step inside, we can really check it out. So we mentioned we don't get auto start stop or a button, push button start stop. We got to use this turn key, but it's an electric key. All you got to do is flick it forward and everything fires right to life. So once we get past the turn key, this is a really premium interior with a thick leather steering wheel, saddle 10 and 2, just about a perfect 9 and 3, rubberized horn area. The horn, very loud and aggressive. People should be definitely getting out of your way. I'll do a slight check of the window. No, we do not get dual panes. Hopefully they don't yell at me for doing that, but just needing to check. We get volume, cruise control adjustments, the dual 8-inch screens for the digital gauge display and for the touchscreen. The stocks have a nice premium feel to it. We get auto headlamps, auto high beams, no auto rain sensing wipers, but wouldn't be expected in a relatively low trim. We get all aluminum steering wheel trim for the lower portion at least too. Volume controls, adaptive cruise control with its adjustments. On the right side you can skip, voice commands, AM, FM Sirius with the adjustments for the digital gauge display. Speaking of the adjustments, we can adjust between speed, average speed, gear display, oil temp, nav, audio, telephone, start, stop, and all of that will close right back to the previous screen. This button right beneath for the view adjusts the actual layout. Here you can adjust between fuel economy on the left side and our clock and timer, digital speedo in the center. Press one more time, now we have an actual analog speedometer with a digital one in the center. And pressing it back one more time, right back where we started, my personal favorite to leave it at all times. We get a tilt and telescoping steering column, auto headlamps and auto high beams with aluminum outline pedals. That's a premium touch for the sport. Soft touch even for the lower portion of this dashboard. This is a very premium feeling vehicle at $25,000 for the base price. Stitching even for the upper part of the dashboard, all soft touch. Our 8-inch touchscreen, you can adjust the sound, media, app connect, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but of course no built-in standard navigation. It is available on the higher trims. The backup camera though, let's check it out. We get our Jetta icon on the left side with our rear cross traffic alert. Pretty high resolution backup camera. We get guidance lines, but unfortunately no trajectory. When we throw it back into park, we stay in our backup screen. Gonna have to actually press the X button to go back to the previous screen. Air vents, hazard in the center, dual zone automatic front climate control, heated seats, both very appreciated features. Ton of storage down below, 2 USB-C ports, 12-volt with a cigarette cover, electronic parking brake, auto engine start stop, and our eco mode. We get manual shift controls on the gear selector, no paddle shifters, not the end of the world. Very solid amount of storage. You'll fit 24, possibly 32-ounce bottles. Nice spot for a phone or wallet, and a gushy, soft, leather-wrapped armrest. Storage space is solid. You're fitting 5 or 6 1-liter bottles of soda in there with more of that soft touch for the dashboard area. The glove box is damped, hard plastic on the outside of it, but massive. You're fitting 30, 35 license plates in here. You'll fit 10 to 12 Harry Potter books. Should easily be able to fit 3 pairs of shoes. We get a frameless and auto-dimming rear view mirror with 3 garage home link settings on it. The interior lights don't appear to be LED, but I very well may be wrong. That's about it though, guys. For the front seat, at least, of this 2026 Jetta 1.5T Sport. With a pure white exterior paint color, Titan black cloth interior, 8-speed automatic. You guys can pause to take a look at all the standard features with a $25,305 base price. So for the trunk lip spoiler, we're paying $425, $400 for the auto dimming rear view mirror, which is frameless, $296 for the monster mats, $43 for the first aid kit. And after a $1,275 destination charge, we're sitting right under 28,000 bucks. So still a very good value vehicle, great on gas considering the performance. 33 combined miles per gallon while getting 0 to 60 in around 7 seconds. That's about it though, guys, for the front seat at least of this 2026 Volkswagen Jetta Sport 1.5T. Let's take a step out back, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the material. So just hard plastic for the door panel, but we still get a gushy, soft armrest. Auto one-touch window, that's an appreciated feature, and you'll stack 2 6-inch subs on top of each other. 2 speakers on the rear door panel too. The second row seats, hopefully you picked them up on camera. The legroom looks solid. That's with me as a comfortable driver. I could have easily slid the seat forward, reclined the seat forward a little bit, but in a comfortable position, as you guys see, very comparable to the Audi A6 all-road we just reviewed in this channel, which is in the mid-size segment. And the seats themselves, the padding does not go out to the door frame, but the seats are very well bolstered for a back seat. But taking a step inside, I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall, sitting behind my seat settings, and I still have like 4 or 5 inches of knee room, and that's pretty heavily reclined. Headroom, I have about 1 inch of it. So if you're under 6'5", 6'6", you should be able to fit comfortably in the back of a 2026 Jetta with no problem. That's not something you're seeing with most of the compact sedan segment. We get a mat pocket behind the passenger seat, no mat pocket behind the driver, no air vents either, at least none that blow directly into your face. There is something going on under the front seats, but nothing that blows directly at us. The interior lights back here also do not appear to be LED. There we go, with a hook on both grab handles back here. In the center cubby armrest, you get this pulley rope, and it's nice soft cloth. You'll fit 2 24-ounce bottles, a shot glass in the center, and that's about it for the second row of the 2026 Jetta. Let's hop out in the cargo space, see how much space is offered back there, and then take this 2026 Jetta Sport out for a drive. So underneath the T is our button with a slight hydraulic chute. It's not an electric chute, so it won't close for you. It wouldn't be expected at $25,000 base price. And the hinges aren't covered, so make sure you're aware of that, because anything loaded up higher than that in these areas will crush your cargo. But speaking of cargo space, this is a large one. I'll leave a link right here with a large opening too. Secret storage, just see what we got going on under here, if anything. No, we got quite a bit going on underneath and around our spare tire. The latches to fold the seats down, 60-40 split up top, and the wheel wells don't protrude a whole lot. I'd expect you to fit a 65-inch TV through here. Also very solid for the compact segment. LED third brake light. We can shut this trunk right down, taking a step back and walking around this 2026 Jetta Sport one more time. At $25,000 this is a really nice car with soft materials, LED lighting, and really nice styling. You get rid of this Volkswagen badge, I'm sure there's a lot of people out on the road that might confuse this for something from Audi's lineup. It looks really good, surprisingly comfortable and loaded for the price point, with decent performance to go along with it. I mean, 7 seconds 0 to 60, who's complaining about that, especially at $25,000 for the base price. And speaking of the performance, let's take this 2026 Jetta Sport out for a drive and see what it's got. All right guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2026 Volkswagen Jetta Sport. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. First impressions though, although it's 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, you don't really feel too much turbo lag when you're light on the throttle at lower speeds. Sure, if you floor it off the line, it'll take about a second to kick in, but they did a great job with the tuning of this turbocharged engine to feel about as naturally aspirated as possible, while also, you lean into it, you get pretty instant response when it comes to torque. Sure, it's still a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, but compared to a Kia K4, which also uses a 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, the turbo lag that we have here is a fraction. Wind noise too. Cars drive by you and you barely hear anything. And this is without the dual pane windows. Engine noise is basically non-existent. There is a little bit of road noise, at least on concrete pavement, but with a $25,000 base price, I'm sure that's not going to be a complaint. We can throw it in a little bit quicker than we should. The brakes feel good. Steering feels sharp and direct. It's not super heavy. And the body roll, when I was doing research on this car, I saw a lot of people complain about the body roll compared to its competition. And sure, I'm not going to say that this car handles like it's on rails, but outside of the Honda Civic, I don't think there's a single car in this class that has even comparable body roll to this. Compared to the Corolla, this has way less. Compared to a Mazda 3, it's about the same. Compared to a Civic, it's about the same. But performance-wise, 0 to 60 in 7 seconds, that's 2 seconds quicker compared to a Honda Civic. A second quicker compared to a Corolla, about equal to a Mazda 3. We'll lean into it right here. Very good power. Not really anywhere to go, but this thing can get up and go very well. Brakes feel good. Try it out in the Sport transmission. Steering feels about the same. We're in third gear. Let's try it out in second. Give this guy in front of us a little space. Well, this actually looks like a good opportunity to try one out off the line. So we'll take it out of the manual shifts. Regular drive. We're not going to just floor it because it will roast the tires, but we'll try to get a good launch. Boost. And on the gas. I can definitely see 60 happening in around 7 seconds. And as quick as it is, the way that this car handles bumps at its price point is really impressive. Brakes feel good, steering feels good. Everything about this car, for the most part, feels really good, and it's towards the lower end of the Jetta lineup. You can upgrade to the SE, get the standard sunroof, nicer seats and interior, push button start. You can go to the SEL, have basically a fully loaded version, and then you can go to the GLI and have an actual fun Jetta. But this is really all you need if you're looking to get just the bare bones, comfortable, spacious vehicle that has a little bit of performance to go along with it. Throw it in a little quicker than we should. Yeah, definitely a little bit of body roll, but what do you expect? Handles and performs very well for the money. We can try out a real world turning radius test, see if we can make a U-ey here. Looks like we can. Very sharp turning radius, and over the bumps, very smooth, partial throttle. No complaints. Brakes. Throwing it in. And let's power out a little bit more here. It's not a race car, but you're not going to be complaining about this car's performance, especially compared to most of its competition. Overall, guys, if you're looking for the most comfortable, feature-packed, and solidly performing way into a $25,000 compact sedan, I think you're looking at it. Considering a base Civic starts above what we're sitting in here, with 2 seconds slower 0 to 60, cloth materials everywhere. Here we have a soft touch dashboard, soft touch upper armrest area, actual padding for the center area, auto one touch windows. There's so many more features here compared to the new Civic. Sure, the new Civic does drive really nice. This also drives really nice, and it's 2 seconds quicker to 0 to 60. If that's what you're looking for, guys, and you're okay with the turnkey, that is my only complaint with this car. It's 2026, $25,000. We should have push button start, but it is available. Pay a couple $1,000s more for the SE, and you will have push button start. But if you're okay with the turnkey, I would 100% recommend checking out the 2026 Volkswagen Jetta Sport. It is a fantastic car, loaded with features, and drives a lot better than the base price point suggests. And a big thanks to Gianna and the rest of the management and staff here at Volkswagen of Newport Richey for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Tampa Bay area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And as for Gianna. And a huge thanks to all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. Other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.